In this video I'm going to show you some very rare photos of mud flood buildings. Coming up. First of all, let me start this video with thanking the people who commented on my last video and also who chimed in and donated to me. Some of you also subscribe monthly, which is the best. That helps me to eliminate all the headache that comes with, all the monthly expenses so that I can budget. So thanks to everyone. I want to read some of the comments here. Just ordered my Tartarian shirt. Thanks, Barnabas. Thanks, David. I sent you $7 because I live in Australia and I thank for exposing our bullshit history in their faces. I would give more, but I'm not working at the moment. Please take care. Sketch. Thanks, Glenn. Just subscribe to try and help you financially. Wish I could afford more, but I can't at the moment. I would urge everyone who watches Barnabas' video to chip in a little bit of cash each month, otherwise we will lose his info and research. Surely you can all afford $10 a month. Think how fast this would grow if only 100 people committed to helping him. Do you want to spend the time and energy that he does doing all this research? I know I can't, so I will try to help him to continue doing the essential work that most of us can't be bothered or don't have the time or don't have the brains to do. You will happily pay a solicitor or lawyer hundreds of pounds or dollars per hour, but you can't give a tiny amount each month to enable this man to carry on doing this essential work. Think about it. P.S. If you think he's just after your money and this is a scam, then you shouldn't even be watching his videos, so unsubscribe immediately. Thank you, Jasper. I subscribed and bought more merch because I do support you and I watch your videos. I feel I owe you that much. Come on people, pay it forward. If you have been blessed, then bless someone else. Thanks, Wendy. Bro, I just checked out your music. Put it on DistroKid.com. That's how to sell it online. What I heard is good. You just need a little more production, but you know that. Yes, actually, a couple of days ago I used DistroKid to distribute my music. So if you want to support me or just want to listen to my music, then you can go to Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, or download it through Google Play, iTunes, and so on. Links will be in the video description below. Also, as a hiring manager in a large company, I can assure you that HR departments and some managers check Facebook, Twitter and YouTube to see what your social media presence is, and it can cause your problems. I always tell my friends to minimize the number of media accounts you have and deactivate them if you actively start looking for a job, and keep them deactivated until after you start the job. It sounds unfair, but I guarantee you it can make a huge difference. Donated $20 just now. Thank you, James, for the donation, and thanks for confirming that this is how it works. So anyway, let's get started with the real thing here. I found this Instagram account because they started to follow my Instagram. So if you are not on Instagram following me, then hit me up and follow me on Instagram. And I want to show you a couple of these pictures because it was just mind-blowing to me. Here's the first image. Look at that. I mean, look, this is the train bringing the soil, the mud away. They have tracks, train tracks, carrying the mud flood away. And look at this. Here's a large building. I think this is newly built, block house. And look at this. You can see that it's almost reaching to the half of the height of this building. That kind of mud flood was there and they had to take it away. Next one. Look at this building. I mean, I showed you a couple of Tartarian buildings, but talk about Tartarian buildings. If you'll have a look at this. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 floors so far. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 floors. And look at those details. I mean, you are building skyscrapers or like big block houses, 18 floors, but you don't put these kind of details over there, right? And these are energy harvesting antennas, as we know from the past. And all these buildings are probably still collecting those free energies. I'm planning a video about free energy and how they are collecting it. But look at this. I mean, what you can also notice here is that some of the floors are totally different architecture, from a different kind of material or maybe era, I don't know. The first 2 floors look like the same kind of pattern and material. Then these blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, This look like the same here. And then you go above that and you see these three that are very similar, or four. And then another layer which again looks a little bit different. I mean, this is just crazy. Look at that. And these are the usual buildings that are built nowadays. I mean, probably this was not built recently on a second look, because look at that. Can you see the mud flood windows? So, but it was just like a smaller house. But this, I don't know what this is. Probably like a hotel. It's just crazy. Here's another mud flood evidence. I mean, look at that. Here people are bringing the mud away with horse buggies and carts. And here, look, you can see here the buildings. Here the buildings in the background. And they had to do some real excavation. Here's one man. So you can see the size of the man and how much mud there was. I don't even know how this image survived, honestly. Who made this picture and how is it that they didn't confiscate it? But I guess here's another thing I want to tell you. Many of the truths we are talking about, like mud flood, the Tartarian, the flat earth and some others, I believe are controlled leaks. Which means that the parasites who rule the world, the entities, they actually want us to know about this. And they let it out. They send to certain shields who make it public, and then we get to know all these things. These are true things, but they wanted it to come out. But there are certain things they don't want us to know, and those are the real secrets we are still digging. And I will show you some that they definitely don't want to come out. I think they want this to come out, but they don't want it to go viral, obviously. So that's why they still censor it. They just want it to come out a little bit at a time. You know, maybe like 100,000 people know about it, but not millions. So that's just a side note here. And let's look at the date. I'm not sure what the date is here. 3rd of February, I guess, if we go by the American dating. And I'm not sure what this is. 809? Could it be 809? Let me know what you think about this. It also could be from the future, like, right? 3rd of 2809, but I guess that's probably not that. Could be potentially March 28th as well, and it would be just 09 for the year, which who knows what that was, maybe 1809, could be that as well. I mean, this is just crazy. If you still doubt that there was a mud flood after all these pictures, I mean, I don't know how to help you, honestly. I could say case closed. Okay, so here's another picture. It looks like drawing, probably. I would say it's a drawing. The pyramids of Egypt. And it looks like these people are, not sure, making bricks here or digging out mud. I'm not sure, probably making bricks. But look at this giant. The giant rules the world. And he's overseeing all these small, tiny little humanoids, right? It's just crazy. I mean, I'm not sure if this is really a big one or it is just a perspective. Maybe it's just perspective. Because if you look at this other king here, the size are not that different. Could be just perspective. Anyway, we see some obelisks here as well. And on the top of the obelisk there is a statue. We see this snake man with beard. And here's another obelisk which is very interesting. It has these goat head, some stars, skull and bones. You know, there are these secret societies, skull and bones, and some other symbols here. So, interesting. Look at that. I mean, do you still doubt that there was mud flood? What else do you need? What else evidence do you need? Here is a house, you can see that. And here's another house, it was just not dug out yet. These are all houses. These are all houses, they were just not yet dug out. Here's one that was dug out, the next one wasn't. And you can see some other houses in the background. I mean, just, you can't make this stuff up, can you? And they are using ladders because it's a huge amount of mud. This is huge. I mean, I don't see a man here, but probably that's a man size. It's like 10 10 men's size. It's just crazy. Honestly crazy. Tram without a wire. Tartarias, from the same account. From Jupe Faura. So here is a Tartarian building, obviously used for church nowadays, but I think it was for another purpose. Again, the energy harvesting antennas going to the sky, and obviously the cross was put there lately. It wasn't there, I believe. It was just a simple pointing up antenna, and they put there another horizontal metal to look like a Christian cross. Now here, what I also want you to notice is that they are building the roof. I'm not sure why, but they already have, it looks like they have some poles for electricity. This tram is going without wires. Ladies and gentlemen, free energy, wireless energy existed before. They just hide it from you. Here's the next one. I'm not sure where this is, but look at that. This on the side is going uphill. This on the other side is going uphill, and all of this is underground. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 floors underground. This was dug out here, and we don't know what is out there next to it, right? It's probably a whole town. This is crazy. Do you still need proof for the mud flood that it was and they reset the civilization? I mean, give me a break. This is just mental. Look at that. And it is not just a simple architecture, right? Again, all those details that we see everywhere else in the world. All those pillars, that intricate details, that nice architecture that we don't build nowadays. And these buildings survive earthquakes, floods and everything. They are so well made. Here is another street scene. They are just removing the rubble from the cataclysm and from the mud flood. Look at that. It's just a cleanup operation. Let's go to the next one. Look at this picture. I mean, you could say that they are just digging a canal here, but I'm not sure about that. Why would they dig a canal like that? Look at this here. This is just a door, and this obviously was under mud. Can you see that? Mud was until here, and now they are digging it out. Right there. Just a regular mud flood building, right? Here are the windows underground. You don't build buildings like that. It just doesn't make any sense. And again, we can see a pointing up antenna to harvest free energy wirelessly. Here is another cleanup operation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever is listening, look at those pictures. Horses with carts, horse buggies bringing out the rubble, the mud. Look at that. This was all under mud. Can you see that? And they have this ramp to go up so that they can access it. But they are just removing all that mud and dirt. I mean, it's just crazy. And we are back to that same photo where we started. So anyway, I wanted to show you this because some of these pictures, honestly, just blew my mind. Such an evidence, huge, like 15-20 meters of mud. Do you still wonder whether mud flood happened or not? Let me know in the comments below. So I guess that's it for me, guys. It was definitely mind-blowing for me. A definite mindfuck to see these pictures. You can sign up for my monthly live Q&A if you have some questions and you would like to talk to me. And until next time, have a good mud flood day. See you in the next one. Bye.